Better get around right now. Hey, yo, two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make better get around right now.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Seattle.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Smith going to look to throw right away.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Geno now to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Play action. It's Smith. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
On 4th down, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 33. The corner breaks that time and delivers to the 2 of a 9-yard loss. Rodgers now after the sack. He'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Open man. Here is Cobb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
To throw is Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Steps away to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Samori Toure.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's finally taken down. It is a big game there.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Cobb.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
13 yards, 1st down Packers. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of
3. Rodgers again now.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
And he is not going to get in as the big body stopped him at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
When they're operating in plus territory here, they're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Off of play action, here's Smith. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna got the sack there.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for the quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block?
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan
From 13 yards out.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, at the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Myers connects on the PAT. And put away down to a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 31, Rodgers finds his receiver, Watson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. On 2nd down, it's Walker, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Geno. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They snap it to Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, it's only a one-score game, third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
So both offenses come to life here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw.
Catch made by Watson on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, now Rodgers rolling to his right.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football, get it out. We got to create a turnover. There's one more score. This game's over.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive there, that's nice, but what's your problem?
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll go again to Jones. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds.
116 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the ground with a tight end. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Called no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now, as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On first down, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Buying time to his left. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now a first down throw, it's Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.